The Guard of Honour debate rolls on as Rangers and Celtic are set to do battle on Sunday. Welcome back to Fog Football. Yesterday we brought you Chris Boyd's thoughts. I said yesterday, earlier on the day, alright? But Luke Mccowan, alright? Luke Mccowan was asked about it, right? He was asked about it. Do you think Rangers are going to do it? What would Celtic do if Rangers won the league? So this is what Luke Mccowan had to say. And I quote, "No, no, no, not at all. But that's just how it is, isn't it? I don't know how it would be if it was on the other foot. We'll never really know, I don't think, but we will wait and see what happens." End of quote. So Luke Mackay there, pretty much saying that Celtic are never going to know if Rangers, if they would have to do a guard of honour for Rangers, because Rangers are never going to win the league again and play Celtic after confirmation of said league title. So, what do we make of that, folks? Well, it doesn't matter what we think. If that isn't enough, right, to fire these Rangers players up to actually fucking deliver a league title or two or three or whatever later down the line, then I don't know what is. Luke McCowan, right, is fucking ripping the pish clean out of every single Rangers player there, right? And fan, let's be real. He's saying it's never going to happen. We don't have to worry about it. We're Celtic FC, all that shit. So what's the response going to be? Is it just going to be fucking smiles in training? Smiles behind the scenes? Look, we've got no trophies this year in the training ground. Look, oh, he's smiling. We don't give a fuck as long as we're paid attitude. No, it can't be that, man. It needs ripped up. And Rangers need to sort it out. I mean, if you're a Rangers player, right, and you hear this wee fucker turn around and say this, and how do you know pissed off? You know what I mean? And see, look, McCoy, he's well within his rights to turn around and say this, because what are Rangers going to do? That's what he's thinking. He probably genuinely believes that as long as he's a Celtic player, right, for like the next however long he will be, 5 years per se, he probably genuinely thinks that he will never have to worry about giving Rangers a guard of honour. But what the problem is with that? What about the fucking Rangers players that should be reacting to it? You know what I mean? We'll see. We'll see what our Rangers going to come out and say. I'm sick of it though. I'm sick of this happy-go-lucky pish in the training ground when they're walking backstage, when they're doing interviews, all smiles. It should be fucking doom and gloom. Desser's whipping out the binoculars, man, because he made it 1-0 against St Mirren. Did we end up winning it? No, we drew 2 each. And also, bear in mind, it didn't really fucking matter, man. As soon as he scored that goal, he should be running back. Bang, I've got the ball and I want to score more. And I'm not saying, right, that I know I said it should be doom and gloom, right? It should be doom and gloom. But see, at the same time, it doesn't need to be an overarching doom and gloom. Fucking just, I'm sick of the smiles. I would rather people look fucking depressed at their tits than honestly the smiling, because at least if they look pissed off and angry, I'd be like, well, at least they're showing something. The smiles and the... Honestly, if I was playing for Rangers, right, and there is a few players in that team that support Rangers. Not all of them. I mean, they do play for them, so they do support them to a degree. But, if most people that are Rangers fans were playing for Rangers under this current fucking season and this current spell, how would you ever have a smile on your face? I don't have a smile on my face when I'm talking about it because it's fucking disgusting to even talk about it. It's how bad it's become. So I want that wrapped up. But yeah, we'll see. Luke McCown, it'll never happen, but we'll see. He went on to say, I don't think there's really a point to prove. We're the most consistent team in Scotland. That's why we won the league. But I think it's more about just showing to ourselves that it's not about winning the league last week. It's about each performance that's coming along with that and showing that we are champions wherever we go, regardless of being at Ibrox on Sunday or Hibs at home or anybody. It's about putting on performances, and we've got targets in our season we want to hit. We've got records within the season we want to break, so that's just to go, and we need to go and show that. Ask anybody in the team out with those gates. Your head-to-head against Rangers is always going to be important. It's always about consistently getting through your season, and it's about showing that you're now champions, going into their patch and proving where you are, and putting on a performance that shows that. So that's the kind of goal for Sunday. Everybody was disappointed in the last 2 results against Rangers. There's no hiding against that, no getting away from it. I think what's happened to you when you come to a club like this, especially Celtic, you expect it to win at this club, and that's what we should be doing, and hopefully come Sunday, that's what we are doing. So yeah, that's what Luke McCowan had to say there. A lot of hype going into this game because it may be as dead as a dodo, but I tell you what, can Barry afford to lose another game? Can Barry? I mean, obviously he's never getting the job and he's not getting sacked, right? But Jesus Christ, this spell can go from bad to worse, right? Give Rangers fans a little bit of respite with a victory, man. You know what I mean? Because as shite as this season's been, see going into next season with a proper rebuild and a proper actual structure with the 49ers, the fact that you beat Celtic the previous season 3 times in it, you can take momentum from that. You can take something from that at least. I think there's been seasons gone by, folks, where we fucking won hee-haw. Oh, look, we played 4... Like, look at last season under Clement. Fuck me, man. You couldn't beat them. Couldn't beat them. Now we can whip the scales out and pretend, well, what's harder or what weighs more, beating Celtic or not beating them, but losing to every other team in the league. You know what I mean? There has to be a fine line. It's not just a case of beating Celtic, you're going to win the league. No, because this season's proved that. Nowhere near winning the league because we're pathetic and we're shite, and hopefully next season it can be redeemed. But anyway, maybe Luke Mccowan will have to eat these words, but he'll never have to eat these words, and not because Rangers will win a league, right? But because there'll never be a guard of honour from either side, and that's where it should stay. So we'll see. So I guess he will find out. We'll never know. Fuck up, Luke Mccowan. How about those apples, huh? How about those apples? We'll find out very soon. Might not be this year, but we'll find out soon enough.